Have you ever wondered why the sky looks like a giant blue blanket during the day, instead of being bright purple, neon green, or polka-dotted pink? It seems like a simple question, but the answer is actually like a wonderful secret magic trick happening right over your head. To understand the sky mystery, we first have to take a close look at the big bright sun. Sunshine looks clear or white to our eyes, but it is actually hiding a beautiful surprise. The sun's light is made of every single color of the rainbow mixed together. Think of sunlight as a big box of colorful crayons, where all the colors are dancing together so fast, they look totally white. Now this light travels all the way from space to Earth in special paths called waves. Some colors travel in long, lazy waves like a big slow wave in the swimming pool. Red and orange light are the lazy waves that stretch out wide and smooth. Other colors travel in super short, choppy, wiggly waves. Blue and purple light are the high-energy, hyper little waves that bounce up and down very fast. It is like the red light is taking a slow afternoon stroll, while the blue light is jumping wildly on a giant trampoline. When all this mixed up colorful light reaches Earth, it runs into something called the atmosphere. The atmosphere is just a big, friendly word for the invisible blanket of air that surrounds our whole planet. This air is not completely empty. It is actually full of tiny invisible things called gases and little bits of floating dust. These tiny particles are like millions of tiny bumper cars waiting for the sunlight to arrive. The long, lazy red and orange light waves are so big, they just glide right through the air without bumping into anything at all. They pass right by the tiny air pieces without a single scratch. But those tiny hyper-blue light waves are a totally different story. Because they are so small and wiggly, they crash right into the tiny pieces of air. Boom, crash, pop. When the blue light hits the air particles, it splashes and bounces around in every single direction. It bounces left, it splashes right, it zips up, and it zooms down. Scientists call this wild bouncing scattering, but you can think of it as a giant, silly game of ping pong in the air. Imagine a trillion tiny blue ping pong balls bouncing off everything high up above our rooftops, since the blue light is scattering and splashing all over the place. That is the color our eyes catch when we look up during the day. But wait, you might wonder why the sky isn't purple instead. After all, purple light waves are even shorter and more hyper than the blue ones. Well, that is because our sun sends out way more blue light than purple light to begin with. Plus, our human eyes are naturally much better at seeing the color blue than the color purple. So, the awesome blue light wins the grand race across the sky every single day. Isn't it completely amazing that the clear air and white sunlight work together to paint our world? It happens every single morning when the sun wakes up and stays until the sun goes down to sleep. It is a beautiful, giant science experiment happening right over your neighborhood park. Without our air blanket, our sky would just look totally pitch black, like deep, cold outer space. So every time you step outside, you are watching light play a fun game of tag. Nature has so many wonderful hidden secrets just waiting for you to look up and discover them. All it takes is a little bit of curiosity and asking good questions about how our world works. You are a fantastic little scientist every single time you ask why things happen. Next time you go outside to play, take a deep breath of air and give a big wave to the beautiful blue sky.